Hello and welcome to the next in a series of Akorri BalancePoint tips. In the next 5 minutes, you'll learn how Akorri predictive metrics give you visibility into the health of your infrastructure, as well as pinpointing emerging issues that will lead to future brownouts or worse, downtime. Virtualized data centers are complex and dynamic. Shared resources can quickly develop unexpected contention and cause business slowness or outages. It's no longer enough to manage technology silos. Akorri BalancePoint is a single solution that has a complete view of IT resources, their dependencies, and historical data. It is the only solution that predictively alerts users to performance and capacity issues across virtual machines, storage arrays, hypervisor hosts, and Tier 1 physical servers. Let's look into storage array health. The big challenge here is that virtual and physical servers are contending for the same storage resources. Add to that the VMs and their resources are moving around dynamically. The answer is balance point key performance indicators. For disks, we've got disk utilization. This warns against dangerously increasing disk loads. It's based on a number of factors: queue depth, the number of disks, the response time for the storage LUNs and the disk group. It's a very powerful metric. The storage response time is the round trip response time through storage for the total workload. These are the key Akorri metrics to help you quickly understand the health of all your storage arrays. Let's see how BalancePoint quickly pinpoints storage issues that are putting your business at risk. From this page, there are a number of ways to understand the business impact of storage. One of the most straightforward is to use this storage array tab. Note that with the number and the exclamation point, we're pointing out that there are two issues with storage arrays. And we can see that one is Clarion and one is EVA. Let's drill into the EVA. Now, BalancePoint predictive analytics rely on the rich data collected directly from arrays. And so what we're looking at now is a summary and some important analytics. The most important analytic is disk utilization. And this really is a metric that warns against dangerously increasing disk loads. It's based on a number of factors: queue depth, number of disks, response time, for the storage LUNs, etc. Um, when disk utilization approaches 100, there is very real risk. So what we're seeing is BalancePoint has that predictive analytic, use that predictive analytic to identify that this particular disk group 1, is at risk. Very, very high utilization. Notice that I've selected off the other disk groups so we could get a look at this. You can also see that the response time is high, the IOPS are high. In short, though, BalancePoint has summarized that disk utilization is indicating there is a risk. So my next step may be to jump into the topology and look at what's going on in perspective. Very quickly, I can see that there is a disk group that is at risk with the high disk utilization, but I can also see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 VMs, none of which are at risk. At this point, I might take a quick look, realize that not really an issue for today. I'm going to go back to the storage array summary, and I've already identified that there is a real issue on the EVA, but at present there isn't a business impact. Let me jump up to the Clarion. Similar kind of approach. Now BalancePoint again is telling us that disk group 1 and disk group 6 have unusually high disk utilization. So I can deselect the other disk groups and see that indeed there are some high utilization numbers. From here, we can also see the storage response time. This is the response time for storage to service the VM workloads. We can see that the throughput now, especially for this for disk group 1, we can see that recently the IOPS have spiked. We could take a quick look into history and see if this is a pattern. It looks like it has been high, it's dropped down, it's gone up again. We have up to a year's worth of historical data. Well, at this point, there is a real issue on this array with two different disk groups. So the next step might be to just look at the context of that, and we can see that there are quite a number of VMs relying on these particular disk groups. To sort out a little bit better, we could reorient the topology. And let's take a look at only disk group 1. We can see with disk group 1 there are, um, zoom in a little bit, we can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 virtual machines at risk due to disk group 1. We can do the same thing, and there's a number of tricks and tools. Everyone has their favorite. You can click here and reorient for disk group 6, and you can see that indeed there are 3 virtual machines at risk. So very quickly, we have identified, pinpointed within our Clarion array that there are very real issues using our disk utilization metric, and that we are understanding the impact on the business by immediately seeing which VMs are being impacted. Um, you can also have this information emailed to you in a daily or weekly report. Straightforward report scheduling. Um, you can go weekly, you can go daily. We can jump down to storage scorecard would probably be a good one for this. Set that up. When would be a convenient time? Let's say 7:40. Have that waiting for me when I get in, and it's that straightforward. So remember, the key to storage health is the balance point disk utilization predictive metrics. Disk utilization helps you identify risk and avoid issues that will impact your business. To learn more about Akorri BalancePoint, please visit our website at akorri.com.